Hey, Chris here with Prima Coffee Equipment. Today we're taking a look at Bonavita's automatic coffee makers for the home. Let's see what these two are about. On my left here, we have the glass carafe brewer. This has a glass carafe for brewing and a heating pad at the bottom. The heating pad has an automatic off after about 2 hours. So when you're done brewing, the machine will turn off, but the heating pad will keep going for about 2 hours to keep your coffee warm. One on my right has a thermal carafe. Thermal carafe is stainless steel on the outside, but glass on the inside. So you're not going to have any staining, no tainting of the coffee's flavor, but it's still going to stay warm for a very long time. It also has a lid with a little lever that opens it so you can keep the lid on, keep your coffee hot. Just press the button to pour through. Now they both have this wedge type Melita filter, filter cone that takes Melita number 4 paper filters. Has a little raised hole at the bottom. Now a single hole means it's going to drip a little bit slower than other wedge type brewers. And being raised, it's actually going to allow for a pre-wet stage. So the first couple grams of water aren't going to drip through, allowing for the coffee to wet and bloom at the beginning of that process. Now these two have the wedge type filter. You can also use something like cleater dripper. Anything that's really going to fit on top of these will work well with the Bonavita. So cleater dripper, throw that on top. You can use a bee house, which would actually work better with the glass carafe because of the way the edge works. But anything that's going to have a wide enough opening to accommodate the spray head, you can brew it. It'll work pretty well. We like using the cleat in particular. Now let's take a look at the brewer itself, not just the carafe. On the side here, you can see markings on the water reservoir. This is where you actually add water to brew, and you can measure either with a scale beforehand, which is what I like to do because it's the most accurate, or you can use these little marks. Milliliters up to 1300 on the left, and then 5-ounce cups up to 8 on the right. So that's a 40-ounce total brewing capacity. That's a bit over a liter, so it's quite a bit of coffee. And it fills each of these, not to the top, but fills each of these carafes a good bit of the way. I brew just about half a liter in the glass carafe right here. Now if I lift this top piece off, we can actually see the spray head. The spray head just comes directly from the water reservoir. I'll tilt it up so you can see that a little bit too. It has a nice wide radius that allows the bed of coffee to be saturated really well. And it has sort of a pulse cycle. So on for a bit, off for a bit, etc. As much water as you add to the reservoir beforehand is going to go through. So you can simply measure or weigh your water beforehand, or just pour up to the line, hit the on button, and it'll brew all of that water through the coffee. These will go up to about 40 ounces or so, again, and both of those are the same in that regard, and they're incredibly easy to use. As you can see, you're just grinding coffee, adding your filter, pouring water in, hitting the on button, and just waiting from there. Because these have either the heating pad or the thermal carafe, they're going to keep your coffee warm for a while. So it's incredibly convenient if you like to get your coffee going and then go do something else and come back and it'll be ready. So Bonavita brewers, we like both of these. One of the things that makes these two stand out the most is the temperature of the water. These consistently deliver at a higher temperature than almost any other automatic coffee maker we've seen. At the brew head, we're seeing temperatures around 205 degrees, and in the bed itself, in the slurry, we're seeing temperatures around 200 to 203. This means that you're actually hitting the temperature ranges recommended by the Specialty Coffee Association of America, and that's what makes these stand out more than anything among other automatic brewers like them. The price is also right, so if you're looking for a really convenient way to make excellent coffee, this is our top recommendation. It works very well, especially when paired with a nice simple home burr grinder like the Baratza Encore. It's a classic combination that we highly recommend. So these are Bonavita's automatic coffee makers. We recommend them highly and think that you'll like them a lot. Thanks for watching.